Every man would get his physique together if he knew how much a woman truly desires that physique that turns her to a freak. But a lot of women downplay it because they don't want to be judged, they don't want to be shamed. You know, when you see these street interviews, a lot of times they'll ask these women, what do you look for in a man? And she'll say, you know, a guy that treats me good, a guy with a nice personality. But that same chick, you catch her out with a dude that treats her like crap. But he has that physique that turns to a freak. He has that body game. Now, I'm not telling you to just treat people however, and if you got the body game, you can get away with it. I'm not saying that. You should be well-rounded. You should be getting after the bag. You should be trying to achieve more in this life. But when it comes down to it, that body game is like the biggest part when it comes to attracting women. But a lot of guys don't realize it because they take the woman's words. She'll tell you all this extra shit. Oh, I want this, I want that. Whole time, you know, she really wants that physique. She really wants to have a guy that she looks at and she can get turned on. So a lot of guys are listening to too much what the woman says and not looking at her actions. You know, and I've told many stories throughout the past 2 years on, you know, situations I've had or situations I've seen where a girl ends up cheating on somebody and she cheating on this dude with a guy that looks better. Hell, I'd have been on the end before. I done had chicks that I used to be like friends with benefits. She gets a boyfriend and she's still coming through, you know? And then I see her boyfriend is like, buddy's out of shape. I'm not surprised. I think people don't realize how crucial the body game is, dog. It makes you more of a man. And see, we live in such an unnatural way. A lot of these guys are becoming less men. Your testosterone is in the toilet because you're eating all this junk food. You're not moving enough. And your body is starting to resemble a woman more. You're starting to get titties. And then your woman ain't treating you like a man because you're not looking like how a man's supposed to look. And that's why I always tell you guys, you got to reflect on everything in life, man. Because the mainstream, going with the crowd, is going to leave you in a bad position. You go with the mainstream, the main crowd, that's going to leave you getting disrespected by your woman and you start to look like a woman. Hell, man, I done seen it, dog. Dudes start getting titties. Titties look like women titties, dog. It's kind of crazy. A lot of guys, they would get on body game if they knew how much the woman truly desires the body game. But she's not honest about it. She doesn't say it because she knows she will get shamed for it. But I've had many one-on-one conversations with women and they'll be honest. I asked them, you ever been with a big guy? And I promise you, every time I heard the chick say, yeah, I've been with a big guy, she was like, yeah, that's not for me anymore. I'm not doing that again. I couldn't get turned on, whatever it may have been. So once you look into that, you realize how much of a disadvantage it is. You realize how much of an uphill battle that shit is. And I think guys don't realize that. You know, a lot of times a chick, she'll blame 10 different things that have nothing to do with the situation. Really, she got turned off by you because you got titties. But now she's gonna find 10 different things to blame it on. You'll see that shit all the time, dog. You see like a guy she's attracted to, a guy that has a nice body, he can do something and that turns her on. A fat titty boy does the same exact thing. And now she's repulsed by it and she wants to report you to the cops or some shit. You're a weirdo. So that's what I want guys to understand. It's about who you become as a man. You see a lot of people, they say, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. It's like, no, it's really about how you look at yourself and how you treat yourself. And that's gonna reflect on how other people treat you too. But if you're a fat titty boy, dog, you can have the smoothest mouthpiece. And a lot of these chicks are still going to be turned off by what you say. Like if you on body game, you have a lot more leeway than the guy that got titties. It's like, dog, you are in such an uphill battle. You are in such an uphill battle, dog. And especially if you want a girl that works out, especially if you want to attract a girl, because you don't even align with a chick like that. You don't align with a woman that really loves herself and take care of herself when you have titties, when you're out of shape. You align with another shit-ass woman, you know, and that's probably what you'll get. But I mean, don't expect these women to keep it real with you, dog. They're gonna sugarcoat shit, they're gonna blame 10,000 different things, but a lot of times it comes down to when she looks at you, does she get turned on? Can you get her rocks off by appearance? You know, guys like to focus on the shit they don't have control over, but they don't even have their body together. When I did that interview with the X-Maxter guy, Buddy wasn't even below 15% body fat. You getting all these surgeries, you ain't even below 15% body fat. What the fuck are we talking about? And that's the thing, man. Dudes be focused on the little minor shit that really doesn't move the needle at all. But really, it's just the insecurities, dog. But I promise you, dog, your dating life will change once you get that physique together. But you gotta get there first. You can't half-ass it and then wonder why you're not getting any results. Like, a lot of guys think this shit like such an uphill battle. Oh my God, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that for the modern woman. Okay, then don't. Keep jacking your dick off every night. Fine by me. If that's the life you want to live, fine by me. Like even a previous video when I was talking about guys got to get out more and try new things. And I'm saying, don't just go places looking for women. Go out and do shit that you want to do. And one dude's like, oh, that's too much work for the modern woman. You got to do this. You got to post on social media. You got to get out the house. You got to be social. You got to try to be funny. Yada, yada. He like listing all this shit out like, oh, you got to do all this shit just to attract a woman. Then keep jacking your dick off. you can have some dude smashing a chick right on your phone within half a second. If that's what you want to do, if that's what you want your life to be about, by all means. But after you bust that nut, you know, you laying in your bed by yourself after you bust that nut and that clarity comes, you feel like a fucking loser. And you're going to keep feeling like that for the rest of your life. Or you can be one of these dudes that, oh, it's so easy to fucking subscribe to an OnlyFans and send this random bimbo money in, and you can talk to some dude in India. Yeah, you can jack your dick off while you're sending money to some dude in India. By all means, if that's the life you want, go ahead. But it's like, this shit's not really that fucking hard. You just being a bitch. And that's my point. Like, we always talk about how women are, the modern woman is so shit and all this, but a lot of you guys are shit. The motherfucker that complaining about, oh, I gotta go outside and I gotta post on social media and I gotta do this and I gotta do all this for a modern woman. You probably ain't shit either. Cause you sound like a bitch to me, respectfully. You sound like a bitch. I just gotta keep it real, dog. But it's just like, see, even 15 years ago, that was some regular shit to go out and be social. Now it's like a fucking uphill battle for these motherfuckers. Oh, I gotta go out and be social. I gotta go try to be part of some type of community. Yeah, go do some shit. You know, because most motherfuckers, they don't get outside all. They play the video game all day. You go to work and play the video game all day. And then you expect some chick just to fall in your fucking lap. When you never took a photo shoot, your photos look like ass, you're not in good shape, but you expect a chick just gonna fall in your lap. Like, does that make any fucking sense, dog? Motherfuckers be bullshitting. You expect some shit to just fall out the sky. Just because you're you. Because you got a meat between your legs, you think some shit just gonna fall out the sky. Come on, bro. Like, motherfuckers gotta get real, dog. And that's why I said, like, most of these dudes ain't shit either. The competition is weak as hell. And that's why I be trying to tell guys, like, if you look at the average dude, he's a bitch. That's the best way to put it. The average dude is a bitch. Yeah, and the average woman ain't shit either. But don't expect to get a quality woman. I see guys, they like, oh, those type of women are rare. Yeah, you better get out there then. Yeah, you probably gonna have to go on a lot of dates to find a quality woman. But these motherfuckers are like, oh, those type of women are rare. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Okay, then don't waste your time. Keep wasting your time jacking your dick off. You know? I don't know, dog, like, once I pay attention, you realize how much people bullshit, dog. But dog, once you get that physique, that turns to a freak. You play at a different level, dog. The difficulty is way easier. Most of these motherfuckers are fighting an uphill battle. You got titties, you fighting an uphill battle. But once you get that physique together, a lot of that shit ain't that hard, bro. You know, and I tell guys all this, I said this so many times, like, I grew up with a speech impediment, dog. Motherfuckers couldn't understand what I was saying for a very long time. I was very introverted, very shy. I mean, there was times I go the whole day without saying a single word, no bullshit. So if I could overcome that, these motherfuckers that be complaining about women, it's like, that shit doesn't even register with me. Like, okay, yeah, most of these women ain't shit. But if you worth a damn, you can find a woman that is worth a shit. You know, and it's that simple. Like, the guys that want to put in the work and actually get better results, they will. And the guys that want to bitch and complain, you can always find an excuse. You can always find an excuse. There's plenty of excuses out here. That's what most people would do. But then when you get the results, don't complain about the shit. When you get the outcome that you've been working for, don't complain about this shit. I'm just telling guys, you gotta put yourself out there more. You can't expect some shit to just fall in your lap when you ain't putting in any type of work, dog. When you get that physique together, dog, you play at a different set of rules. And women aren't going to be honest with you about it because they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be shamed. But anytime I've had conversations one-on-one with a chick, she will really let you know, like, how much she desires a nice body, how much she desires that Greek god physique. Like, the shit gets different, dog. The shit gets different. The motherfuckers that want to complain, oh, I don't feel like going outside, I don't feel like doing this. Your only route is really getting your physique together and maybe paying for some boost on Tinder if you don't feel like getting outside at all. You know, Hinge still solid for me, dog. But, like, keep complaining, dog. That shit ain't helping nobody. You know, but that's all I got for y'all today, man. Get on Body Game and you will see the difference, dog. Yes, it matters, you know, how your clothes fit on you. Make sure your face is somewhat appealing. You know, some of these motherfuckers there, they ain't washing their skin. They never getting a haircut. Shit, I need a haircut right now, but you know, I got that curly hair. I can work with it a little bit. But man, stop making this shit seem like a huge challenge, dog. You know, when I seen motherfuckers complain about, oh, I gotta do all this stuff just for a woman. It's like, no, I'm not telling you just to do this for a woman. I'm telling you to get out more for your life. Start exploring more. Start challenging yourself more. Cause you learn so much more shit just getting outside the house more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And while you're on that journey, you're gonna run into women. But that's all I got, man. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.